Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, and Ivan, this is News of the Squared. With a D. Or it could be square. I can't remember. We're tipped to be square. We have weird news, and news that's weird, and news you can use, news you can't, and news that'll just make you laugh. And with me is Ivan Rivera and Mike Boyle.
Howdy.
Hey, how we doing?
God, I almost said Edwin. Why did I almost say Edwin?
Again.
I blame Ivan. I really do. This is Ivan's fault.
It's my fault
was fine.
It's
having
my
a
fault.
secret identity. To hide my superhero
I never
powers.
used to say it until Ivan started saying it. And every once in a while, I'm like, Edwin. This pops into my brain. I'm like, wait, that's not it. I don't know why that happened. Mike, you want to get us started?
My
or you want
superhero
me
secret
to...
identity, Mike Edwin. So speaking of superheroes, this article from Marvel.com about the 21 times Tony Stark rolled his eyes in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Okay. Number one. No, there are 3 times in the first Iron Man movie. Where the first time that Tony... I don't know if we're going to go through all these, but...
yeah, I don't know about all of them.
But,
Are ones?
Let's see, 4 times in the Avengers, he rolls his eyes. Let's see, which I think he rolls his eyes the most in... There's 4 times in Civil War, twice in Infinity War.
Only 4? Only 4 in Civil War? He seems like
only
he's
4.
constantly rolling his eyes.
Like, one of was like 3 minutes apart from each other. So, like, he rolls his eyes when Tony gets Cap to finally sign the Sokovia Accords. However, then Cap then remarks that this brings us closer to war. 3 minutes later, Cap refuses to sign the Sokovia Accords. So he rolls his eyes again.
Yeah.
And, of course, the most famous, I think, of the Stan Lee appearances is when the delivery arrives for Tony, and the driver mispronounces Tony's name as... Tony Stank.
I'm looking for Tony Stank.
Yes.
Yeah, Tony Stank.
That was, yeah. Of course, he rolls his eyes at that. But he rolls his eyes 4 times in the Avengers. And I think twice in Iron Man 2 and 3 times in Iron Man 1.
You know what? He only dies in an Endgame once.
That's right. We'll see. Although there's a theory about, I don't know, this is another article, but there's a theory about why he didn't want Thor to make the snap after they built the nano gauntlet. Because he wasn't in his right mind emotionally. But like the Hulk,
because his contract wasn't up.
Yeah, Smart Hulk had exactly. Yeah, that might be part of it too.
Answer.
Of course, the Thor's got 3 more movies. No, he can't do the snap. So
yeah, he can't do the snap.
But he would have survived. I think he would have survived the snap.
Right.
At least like, the action of snapping the gauntlet.
Just like what's his name? Hulk, the guy who plays the Hulk is
Smart
not
Hulk. Yeah.
Yeah, that wasn't going to happen.
So yeah, Tony Stank rolls his eyes quite a bit in the MCU.
Tony Stank.
Yes.
Tony Stank.
That's right.
Speaking of Marvel, speaking of Marvel, we have more weird news having to do with Marvel Comics, ironically enough. So this is from comicbook.com. 2020 has been a year full of truly significant events.
Sure has.
And on Monday, an article from The Independent went viral, which it reported that a heartbeat has been detected from a cosmic gas cloud about 15,000 light years away from humans. The find was discovered after researchers looked at a decade worth of data from NASA's Firm Gamma Ray Space Telescope and found that the gas clouds seemed to be beating along with the rhythm for nearly a black hole. The reason why this is amusing and interesting is is when this news came out, Marvel fans, God bless them, decided that this was a sign that Galactus is coming.
Sure, why not?
Okay.
But apparently,
Can't be worse than Bird Horse,
Galactus is on the way. And started to notice that, because, Galactus is cosmic, and, you get the idea. So, there's a bunch of people who make all kinds of jokes about it. And now Galactus,
yes.
and, Galactus is on the way, and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, the Twitter
but
feed,
apparently,
be all like, so Galactus in September, then.
So the internet is convinced. The long and short of it is, the internet is convinced that Galactus is on the way. So we don't really have to worry about anything else. There's that.
One guy said Jack Kirby lives.
Okay.
So real fast, this is kind of a quick one. We posted this because it was kind of funny. I posted it. So there was somebody who tweeted out the question, what celebrity wrestler do you think would be a great pro wrestler? And Hurricane Helms, aka Shane Helms, a pro wrestler, came back with Dwayne Johnson.
Okay.
Yeah,
to me.
He could have a career in wrestling, that boy.
I think he could have a career in wrestling. Yeah. Yes.
Yes, he could.
He's got a chance.
Yeah, what celebrity would have a great pro wrestler? Yeah, Dwayne Johnson. Yep, he's not wrong. No, not at all.
So long as we're still on superheroes, this article from People magazine, Ryan Reynolds has jokingly apologized to his wife Blake Lively after selling aviation gin in a $610 million deal.
Wow.
This is funny.
European beverage company Diageo announced on Monday that it has reached an agreement to acquire Aviation American Gin for an estimated $610 million. And Ryan Reynolds has a very cheeky response to the recent sale of his gin to a European beverage company. In the wake of the news of the massive acquisition, the Deadpool star, age 43, set up his email at the alcohol brand with a hilarious out-of-office message in which he apologized to a long list of people, including his wife, Blake Lively, for jokingly telling them to go fuck themselves in the last 24 hours after learning how much money he would make in the sale.
I believe the list includes Dwayne Johnson, ironically enough. There's a long list, too. I remember. I read this one. It was pretty funny.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm going to read this real quick. He says, thanks for your email. I am currently out of the office, but I will still be hard at work selling aviation gin for quite a long time, it seems, his auto response read. The actor, who is the creative director and co-owner of the brand alongside majority owner Davos Brands, will continue to have an ongoing ownership interest with aviation gin despite its sale. He says, in related news, I just learned what an earnout is, and I'd like to take this opportunity to apologize to everyone I told to go fuck themselves in the last 24 hours. My lawyers just explained how long it takes to achieve an earnout. So, turns out I'm not as George Clooney as I thought, the message continued, appearing to reference the $1 billion deal Clooney and Rand Gerber's Casamigos tequila made with Diageo in 2017. He says, the point is, to those listed below, I'm sorry, and I'll indeed be needing your help in the coming months and years. Thanks in advance. Reynolds' note concluded before listing Mom, Blake, Peter, Diageo CEO, The Rock, George Clooney, Southern Glazers, Betty White, TGI Fridays, Baxter, Calisthenics, AMC Theaters,
Betty White,
Total Wine, The Number 8, Don Saladino, Darden, the head of Alfredo Garcia, Soothing Lavender Eye Pillows.
You told Betty White to fuck off?
Oh my God.
In the last 24 hours.
You don't tell Betty White to fuck off. Betty White tells you to fuck off.
Initial payment of $335 million and a further potential consideration of up to $275 million based on the performance of the company over a 10-year period. So Ryan Reynolds is doing quite well for himself. So that young boy's
like
doing
I
fine.
said, the only thing that I found funny was apparently he had the reaction every single one of us would have if we heard we had $610 million. Woohoo! Y'all can go fuck yourselves. I'm out of here. And you find out, oh wait, I don't have the money yet. Shit! Remember I told you all fuck yourself? Hey, can you wait like about a year or two before I... there's certain times you have to be careful about that, though. Like, don't tell your hot-ass wife that you go fuck yourself. She might have a vibrator or two. She could find something. Yeah, anyway. Yeah,
what do we got next?
What do we got next? What do we have next? Again, if you check out the Squares, the Roundtable Facebook page, you can find all kinds of really cool stuff, including stories about, about DC, about changes to DC Comics, what audiences are thinking about going back to the movies, stories like Ryan Reynolds, things about memories about the Timothy Zahn Star Wars books, trailers for things like Death of the Nile, information about how Olivia Wilde is apparently doing a new Marvel movie that's going to be female based, stuff on Fandom, obviously our show. That Lawrence Fishburne is gonna not be back to play Morpheus.
I think the Matrix. Do you think the Matrix trilogy? Do you think the Matrix series has any more legs? You think they can bring that back?
They're doing another set of movies, so I guess it's gonna have some legs.
Does it involve Keanu Reeves?
Yes, I believe it does.
Okay.
Is it gonna be thin as fuck? Who knows?
I presume he is. He usually is quite thin.
Yeah. Dude. So anyway, so there's all that. There's all kinds of fun jokes and memes and stuff like that. We learned that WAP doesn't really stand for what we think it does. Apparently, it's wear a picture of Spider-Man. We've learned that. We learned about Batman. We learned about all kinds of things like that. Even Mick Foley talking about being the death match as I'm sitting here. Oh, there's new Thundercats. There's all that. Oh, and then I don't know if you saw this, Mike or Ivan, but I posted this. Did you see the video of the guy who set up an obstacle course for his squirrels?
Yeah, this video's been. I think this is hopping around for a while.
I think that's true, but this thing's hysterical.
Thank you. Well,
literally, he's got like the launch pad thing where the squirrel can go flying. And he's got all this stuff. But yeah, no, that's good stuff.
I wonder if that's the same guy that made the squirrel-sized picnic tables for the squirrels.
Yeah, I remember that article we did.
It's the same guy.
Ago. Yeah.
Same guy. But
where it's just to protect his bird feeders from squirrels. Yeah.
We do have other stories, and this one's local. So, at least local for us, which is in Long Grove, Illinois. They had reopened a what do you call it? A covered bridge.
Yes.
And I guess it's like a landmark thing. So, what they're saying is it happened again. Truck damages Long Grove's covered bridge cover. Yep, it happened again for the second time since its grand reopening the previous Friday. The Long Grove covered bridge was damaged on Wednesday by a passing box truck that was too tall to clear the safety of the wooden facade atop the opening. It'll need repairs again. And apparently the Sergeant Coville of the Lake County Sheriff's Department said it's been a couple of tough years for the bridge. The long and the short of it is, so they just spent all this money to fix the bridge.
Right.
They had a big, huge grand reopening. And within like 48 hours, somebody hit the bridge. And then another one just hit the bridge. Because apparently, so on Wednesday, coming on the heels of, so that Saturday, after they had opened the bridge, there was damage from a school bus. And then there was a truck that finished that up. The driver of the truck said he kept driving after striking the top because he thought the noise he heard came from the shifting of cargo in the back of the truck. Sure. A witness to the event called the police to the license department. The long and short of it is that the best part of this whole thing is they literally spent like a whole shitload of money to get this
to restore it.
Restored. They got restored.
Then they tear it all up.
So basically, the bridge reopened. Here's the deal. So the bridge reopened on Friday after being closed for 2 years after severe damage caused by a box truck, June 27th of 2018. Soon after it was added to the National Register of Historical Places. The bridge had been there for 114 years. The first cover was added in 1972 to help preserve the bridge and limit traffic from trucks and other heavy vehicles. The vehicle's out of here's the best part. The village is out of pocket to fix the bridge.
Okay.
Was $589,000. There was also $250,000 of a state grant and $195,000 from an insurance claim, and about a $53,000 donation that was given. The long and the short of it is, it basically cost them $1 million to redo this thing, and within 2 days,
yep,
they tore it all up.
Well, they say it's still fine, but they're going to have to repair it. It not only did it happen then, and then a couple days later again. It's like,
goodness.
Mike was asking about this story. We have one other story with this other story. Mike was asking about this, and this should be amusing. I actually heard about this and I couldn't stop laughing when I heard about this. The question is, why are squirrels splooting this summer, and should we be alarmed? So basically, this is from the Fort Worth Telegram from Dallas. Most pet owners are are familiar with the common scene during the summer. An overheated pet comes home inside the house after gleefully playing outdoors in the heat and immediately sprawls out to cool on the floor, legs and arms stretched out like their own face-down version of a Vitruvian man. Well, there's a word for it. Vitruvian, okay. Well, there's a word for it. It's called splooting, and you may have witnessed it with your pets, but all sorts of animals do it when they're overheated, even squirrels. Apparently, with the temperatures soaring to triple digits in some places, people have noticed that squirrels have slowed their usual hummingbird pace to sploot on the ground outside.
What's splooting?
Basically, it's like a spread eagle kind of thing.
You just lay down with your arms like you're being quartered.
Yeah.
Okay,
With
so
your arms and legs stretched out.
Oh my god!
Like a stripper on stage with your legs.
Okay, but not with a squirrel. No.
Ivan, you're overmodulating.
You're overmodulated, buddy.
Sorry. No, not with a squirrel. No. Yuck.
So one Reddit thread was even dedicated to asking why the unusual timid mammal will sploot in front of humans. Quote, I was sitting on the steps, and this one particular squirrel would run up, then stand on its back legs looking at me until I tossed a hazelnut. Then it would run off, bury it, repeat. Maybe after the third or fourth time looking up, it's laying full sploot on the ground looking at me. No noises or chatter, just sploot.
Full sploot.
I laughed and tossed it at almond and off it went. Squirrels are, quote, another user, squirrels are splooting to bring down their internal temperature. Cooling their tummy on cool surfaces do that. As it turns out, that's exactly what they're doing. Apparently, specifically in Texas, right now it's really, really hot there. So they're using it to cool themselves. So in Texas, there are squirrels doing the spread eagle sploot all over the place. It's a quote, if my children were not feeling well on the bathroom floor, they would spread out on the tiles. That's exactly what the squirrels are doing. Splooting is also known as pancaking, according to a Facebook page. So basically, we have squirrels that are splooting all over are spread eagling, splooting all over the place, and doing this. They're doing it on trees. They're doing it on ground. They're doing it on gravel. They're doing it everywhere.
Find out where you can help stop the spread of splooting.
They'll have a squirrel on a sploot near you.
They're splooting all over the place. All right, Mike, what do you got?
Let's see. What do I have here?
I think you got something unbearable.
Oh, yes. A little bit of news of the sports.
News of the sports.
Sports.
There was a baseball game. I don't know if this was it. I forget. It was I forget.
It looks like it's the A's.
Yes, the
A's,
Athletics.
but I'm not sure.
But there was a foul ball out into left field, and it hit. Now, some of them, there was a number of cardboard cutouts. That's kind of like a fan favorite thing to do, is just pay to have a cardboard cutout put in a seat with your face or whatnot. But there were a couple of teddy bears in the stands, and
okay,
and a foul ball hit one of the teddy bears square in the face. If I can put this up here, if I can get the sound here.
Just unbearable. Still smiling. I can't bear to watch.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Hit one teddy bear, but the teddy bear got right back up. But it was a big, like 5 foot, whatever, 6 foot teddy bear was sitting in the stand.
Yeah, one of those big ones.
Hit her right in the face, and
And they got it on camera.
Yep.
So yeah. Yeah. Kind of sticking to the world of sport, well, sort of sports. So this came out from the pro wrestling sheet. So apparently, a while back, before Gronk decided he was going to play football again, he had decided he was going to be like a pro wrestler, and
remember that time
apparently
Gronk decided to be a pro wrestler? Pepperidge Farm remembers.
All right, so
the Pepperidge Farm remembers.
So apparently, Gronk they were trying to explain to Gronk how to do a fall off, or how to jump off of a 10-foot platform. And the person who apparently did it, and they have it on video, get this, is none other than Vince McMahon trying to convince Gronk to do this.
It's scary, man. He's in his 70s. He could break his hip.
70s? I think late 70s, right? I can't remember the age. But yeah, so there's a video where literally it's like, okay, here's this all-world guy who's in great shape, just standing there watching Vince McMahon jump 10 feet without any hesitation at all.
That's scary, man.
Okay.
I know he's in really good shape for his age, but yeah.
Right. Yeah. Now that's the one thing about Vince McMahon. It's like he ain't no joke. But I kind of laughed because I just thought it was funny, because to me it's like Gronk won't do it, but Vince McMahon does it in a heartbeat. Multi-million-dollar athlete in great shape, and he's like, I don't know how to do that. Vince McMahon, boom, down, done. Not even an afterthought.
Oh my gosh.
So, what else we got? Do we have anything? What else we got left?
Okay, there's one from MSN.com. Now, these are like very trying times. Well, it's MSN through CNN, but Kentucky Fried Chicken has decided to pause using its finger licking good slogan because of the coronavirus.
Yeah, that's kind of silly.
Probably not the best idea right now. But
no, don't lick your fingers, especially after you've walked up the banisters.
Several months after health officials recommended everyone stop touching their faces to help stop spread of coronavirus, Kentucky Fried Chicken, or KFC for short, said Monday that the 64-year-old slogan doesn't quite feel right. So we find ourselves in a unique situation having an iconic slogan that doesn't quite fit in the current environment. I said,
when they say it like that, okay, I agree, but it's like, but think about that.
No.
The menu.
Thinking about that.
I mean, finger looking good. I mean, it's something we've all grown up since we were
Yeah.
kids and everything. I mean, when did
Thinking
that
about that?
when did that go out of context? I mean, come on now.
To be clear, last Monday's announcement, is a marketing campaign, a clever one perhaps, with good intentions baked into it, but a marketing campaign nonetheless. KFC blurred out the slogan featured on old billboards and signs in a cheeky ad released on its YouTube page. So KFC, like most fast food places, uses bizarre self.
Wait, stop! It doesn't really say cheeky, does it?
Cheeky? That sounds British.
No,
that's a British term.
That's not what I mean. So you can't say freaking looking good, but you can say cheeky.
Say cheeky, yeah.
They call their ad. The guy who wrote the article said the ad was cheeky.
Right. That's what I'm. Never mind.
That's okay.
Fast food is a low growth, zero loyalty business with zero razor thin margins. So any bump in customers is a major win for quick serve restaurant chains.
Okay.
It's like, in the past, like KFC is selling like chicken scented clogs, chicken scented Yule logs, and best of all,
that's right. I forgot about the candle that smells like KFC. Didn't they do that?
And chicken flavored edible nail polish.
Ew. Why would you want to eat the nail polish off of somebody?
Edible nail polish.
No.
You put it on toenails for the people with the foot fetish.
Yeah. Oh, come on. This is going down quick.
Yes.
Depends on what this all goes back to what the foot looks like too. I mean, obviously,
KFC is owned by Yum Brands, which also owns Pizza Hut and Taco Bell. Yeah, we just had a Pizza Hut closed down in my area. You guys have a Pizza Hut near you?
Yeah, I think I still have one. I think it's still one. I think it's more of a to-go place at this point.
Right. I know some Targets still have a Pizza Hut like built into them, like either a Subway or a Pizza Hut.
Well, we got a lot of them here in the city. They tend to go more towards pizza, and they got that company.
Well, you mean Little Caesars, yeah.
Little Caesars, yeah.
Yeah, but Pizza Hut, yeah, we just had a Pizza Hut that's been here like my whole life, and they just recently closed, and I think
there are a couple places where they've got Pizza Hut.
They're
with
consolidating,
Taco
yeah.
Bell. With
Yeah,
Taco Bell.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
yeah, there's one of those in Lake Zurich where it's like a Taco Bell merged with a Pizza
That's
Hut.
kind of cool.
Well,
There's a part of me where I kind of like that.
Well, you also got those other places like KFC is merged with something else too. It's
the same. They're owned by the same company. Like
right,
the one in Mundelein,
yeah.
you and I used to go to the one in Mundelein. That's the KFC Taco Bell.
Right. So, and look,
Or is that Wheeling? That's Wheeling. Okay, never mind. Okay, well, so yeah, don't lick your fingers while splooting.
No. Well, if it's a cooling effect, maybe. What?
If you're not splooting.
What do we care? Galactus is coming. Shut up.
Right.
So I can sploot all I want. Galactus.
Right, exactly.
You want to take the next one here, Jeff?
I can do that.
All right.
Tech firm releases pay-by-face system in California. What? Whether or not you have $1 million smile, your face might be able to help you spend some cash. Tech company Pop ID says it has helped dozens of retailers and restaurants in Pasadena, California, establish the nation's first dense face pay network. Dense? What are they, stupid? I have no idea. The company's Pop Pay facial recognition device can allow contactless, hands-free payment at a kiosk, a drive-through, a screen at a counter, or a tableside with a handheld device. Once Pop ID system recognizes a customer's face, it draws funds from their account and sends a text message to confirm payment. Oh, this is a bad idea. They have clearly.
I would agree.
They have clearly never seen any action film in their lives.
Well, a heist
Where the
movie,
guy-
all you gotta have to do is smile in front of something, and it was like, boop.
Well, it's not even that. It's like you've seen it before, where they're literally like grab the guy who they like knocked unconscious and basically like shove his face into the facial recognition and stuff like that.
Right, like the
It's like
handprint,
that.
right? Like,
Yeah.
we'll cut his thumb off and use the thumbprint for the.
I do.
It's a new way to commit fraud.
Yeah.
I mean, I do kind of get it in some ways, because it's like when I'm like, if I'm wearing like the gloves and I gotta like use my phone, oh my god, is that a giant pain in the ass? Because it's like, okay, the thumbprint recognition thing ain't gonna fucking work. Now fucking do what I want to do.
So so we're all at dinner and we're like, so we going Dutch? I'm like, no, I got it. Give me your face.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? You know, they got one of those readers that come up to your table and everything. Okay, how are you gonna pay? Thumb, face, or other appendage?
Well,
what other
depends.
appendage can
I'll
we
tell you
measure?
I'll tell you right now. This would be a. Oh god.
Well, I guess I'm a little short this week.
Go ahead.
You're, you know. Oh wow. Hello.
Hiya.
Just imagine if you have the facial recognition and you're a strip club, and it's like okay, you know, it's like you shove your face in between the legs and boop, okay, there's the tip.
Put a smile on that
there's
face.
the tip. Yeah. Well, I don't know, because you're going to come away with like $50 less. I don't know about that, but yeah. You know, you gotta be careful with that too. It's like, hey, let's take a selfie. Click. Oh, look, I just made $300 off of you.
What?
I just transferred your funds to my account.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. I just transfer your entire life savings.
Transfer funds. Wait a minute. What? I thought this was just a selfie. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, now you are selfie by yourself without anything or money.
Or nothing for that matter.
Destitute selfie, yeah.
Your identity has been instantaneously stolen.
Yeah. They're not stolen, but you just lost every dime you got. You know, congratulations. Good job. So, yeah, there's that. And then... So we found this story before we started today. Dead woman found to be breathing at funeral home. This is from
I'm
Detroit.
not quite dead.
Yeah. It says it's not dead yet.
I'm
When are you going to
fine.
be back?
Think I'll go for a walk.
No, he's going to be dead in a few days. Dude, when are you going to come back? About a week. Oh, he'll be dead by then. Okay, so apparently this happened in Detroit. This is from the Associated Press. A young woman, so you know it's got to be true. A young woman who was declared dead at her suburban Detroit home opened her eyes at a funeral home as she was about to be embalmed, a lawyer said. They would have begun draining the blood, to be very, very frank about it.
Oh my gosh.
Said her lawyer. The Southfield Fire Department acknowledged it was involved in a bizarre set of events on Sunday that began when a medical crew was summoned to a home of a 20-year-old woman who was unresponsive. The paramedics tried to revive the woman for 30 minutes, consulted an emergency room doctor, the department said. The doctor pronounced the patient deceased based upon medical information provided from the scene. The Oakland County Medical Examiner Office said the body could be released to the family without autopsy, according to the fire department. But then came a startling discovery at the James H. Cole Funeral Home in Detroit. The woman is still alive more than an hour later.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Our staff confirmed she was breathing and called an emergency medical crew. Maybe that's not the best thing to call, considering what happened last time. The lawyer who was hired by the family identified we don't need to know the name of the woman. Here's what the lawyer said. They were about to embalm her, which is the most frightening. Had she not opened her eyes open, the funeral home zipping the body bag, and literally that's what happened.
Yeah.
And seeing her alive with her eyes open.
Yeah, but more than an hour though, with no blood to the brain, it doesn't.
She's in critical condition at the moment. She was in critical condition. I'm not seeing anything more about this at this point, but yeah, apparently she's not one of the. She's not. See, my first reaction would be, "Oh my God, zombie!"
Get your rifle quick! It's alive.
The problem is, maybe she should have splooted.
Double tap. Yeah, if she splooted, she'd be okay.
She would have splooted. She would have not been put. They would have been able to put her in the bag because she's splooting.
Okay.
Right. Yeah, that'd be, and then she would. Then it'd have been figure looking good. I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, but then they could have identified her better if they used face recognition, or they could have just recognized her boob, whatever.
None of this really matters. Galactus is fucking coming. Who cares?
Yeah.
Wiped out.
Seriously, we're all gonna die anyway. Galactus is on the way. So here's this one from Huffington Post. Goats damage police car as officers respond to World War II mortar.
Oh no! Oh no!
It looks like, it just figures. It says police in United Kingdom launch a tongue-in-cheek appeal to track down the pesky ruminants. Oh, it figures this has to be in England. This is like Bring Out Your Dead all over again.
Bring Out Your Dead all over again.
Cops on the Isle of Wight, off the southern coast of England, launched a tongue-in-cheek appeal to find two young goats caught on camera clambering over a police car. The two goats jumped on the roof of the vehicle as officers were dealing with the discovery of an unexploded mortar shell.
Yeah, we
from World War II.
We just found one in Chicago a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
In a field outside of the town of Newport. A couple of the kids being goats, caused damage to one of our vehicles. If you recognize the offenders, please, in the photo, please let us know. Yes. What are you going to do? You have like a wanted poster for
to be
goats?
Goat face recognition, yes.
That would be bad.
Yeah. I see what you did there. So they could take money out of their bank accounts just with the face, pay by face. Yeah.
Pay by face.
Yeah.
The more amusing, I think the part that really makes me amused by this story is not only it's not just the part about the goats. It's the part about what they found while they were looking for the goat. It's like
why did
you found an unexploded mortar, and while you're dealing with that, goats decided to trample your fucking squad car. What the? How?
Well,
if I'm Tony Stark, I'm rolling my... Or if I'm Tony Stank, I'm rolling my eyes. Either one, I'm rolling my eyes.
Yeah.
4 times. 4 times you're going to roll your eyes.
Yeah, maybe.
As long as the goats weren't splooting, they're okay.
Yeah, well, so this story is kind of finger-licking good, but we're going to end on it anyway.
Yeah.
This again from Huffington Post. Swiss town coated in cocoa powder after factory glitch.
You're looking good.
This happened in Berlin. Residents of the Swiss town got a bit, or this is based on AP from Berlin. Residents of a Swiss town got a bit of a shock when it started snowing particles of fine cocoa powder after the ventilation system at the chocolate factory malfunctioned.
The world of pure imagination.
The Lind Sprugeline. Why do they always give me names that are hard to pronounce?
Lind chocolates. There you go.
Yeah, well, that's good chocolate. I will at least it's good chocolate.
I love Lind chocolate. That's quality.
That apparently there was a minor defect in the cooling ventilation. No shit, really. For the line of the roasted cocoa nibs in the factory off in Alton between Zurich and Basel.
Okay.
The nibs fragments of crushed cocoa beans are the basis of chocolate. Combined with the strong winds, the powder spread around immediately the vicinity of the factory, leaving a fine cocoa dusting. The company says
cocoa
one
dusting.
car was lightly
licking
coated, and it has offered to pay any cleaning needed, but hasn't yet been taken up on the offer. The factory production was able to continue to normal.
The hills are alive with the taste of cocoa.
Cocoa
Well,
dust.
I mean, to me, the biggest thing is it's like, dude, there's cocoa. I'm gonna snort it.
The hills are delicious with the taste of cocoa.
Yeah.
Like
Have
Galactus
you-
is coming, will be blown to smithereens.
It
Have either
didn't
of
hit
you
my
ever been-
car, so it was a Swiss miss.
No.
Yeah.
Oh.
Are you kidding with me?
Oh.
I'm rolling my
That's
eyes here.
Horrible. Oh, yeah. Roll your eyes 4 times. Roll your eyes 4 times after that. That was bad. Have either of you ever been to Hershey?
Hershey, Pennsylvania?
Hershey, PA? Yeah.
Been there.
I've driven past it, but no, I've never been in there.
Okay.
Years ago, when Ovaltine used to be made here in Chicago, we used to have a cocoa smell that used to be around the area. You know,
Forget around the area. The entire town of Hershey smells like fucking chocolate.
Wow.
The entire town. I mean, the entire city smells like chocolate. I mean, you're just like walking out and it's like the entire air smells like chocolate.
You don't have to wait for Gene Wilder to show up either. So.
Nope. No, that's
Or you have a golden ticket. You're in the Willy Wonka factory.
I got a golden ticket.
Well,
I got a golden ticket. I don't know what I got.
well, it's too.
You know,
I got-
Grandpa Joe.
this is
There's
the-
that meme about Grandpa Joe. You know, he spent like 20 years in bed, but like, grandson gets a golden ticket. He's dancing and all kinds of, it's like, let's go. It's like, hey,
Just remember,
slacker.
Great Jack Albertson. I love
as
him.
long as you're going to go there, just remember that if you can just, whatever you do, don't think about the fact that you can say the word COVID-19 and it sounds like Come On Eileen from the 80s song.
Oh, from Dixie's Midnight Riders.
Yeah.
Wait.
COVID-19.
COVID-19, oh yeah, it's here on the scene. It's spreading everywhere. COVID-19, all over the scene. Don't touch your face, it's finger licking good. Okay,
Yeah,
but
unless there's cocoa powder.
oh, it tastes like cocoa powder.
Then you might want to sploot
Man.
if it's all
Yeah,
over.
sploot!
Yeah.
Sploot! Everybody sploot. Everybody hit
sploot.
the bridge, too.
Sploot,
Everybody hit the
sploot.
bridge.
We've now gone to full sploot.
The squirrels in town are hitting the...
Yeah, what's up your levels tonight, man?
I don't know.
Yeah.
My stupid microphone here.
Stupid micro.
Maybe
Hit the
Ivan
bridge.
might want to,
Well, I'll work on it. I'll work on a different system. I mean, this is these headphones I got. You know, I got away from the crackers, and I got one of these regular headphones here, and I guess it's not working out either.
Yeah,
so.
it just seemed like you're either like normal or you're just way overmodulated.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, you sound like one of those guys.
There you go.
Sound like you're stuck in a covered bridge.
Yeah, to quote Ryan Reynolds, y'all should fuck off.
No, we don't want our customers, our listeners, our people who listen. Customers.
people-
Why? We don't care. Galactus is coming. Fuck all of you guys.
Well, it's 2, 3, 4. What are we waiting for? Don't ask me. I
Galactus.
don't give a damn. Galactus will wipe us out. Well, it's 5,
Oh, it will.
6, 7. Open up
Right.
the early gates, because there ain't no time to wonder why. Whoopee, we're all going to die.
In the meanwhile,
yeah.
check us out on Instagram and Twitter. We're on YouTube. Click the bell, subscribe. You know when to get new content. Of course, you can listen to us on the Squares Round Table Facebook page. We'll have all the crazy stories. Shout out to Scott.
Scott!
Download our show on the usual podcast hosting platforms: Spotify, Google, Apple, Podbean, Anchor. Email us if you like, or send us an instant message through the Facebooks. That's also good. SOTRTpodcast@gmail.com.
Okay.
.com.
Well, thanks everybody for joining us on the news of the Squared. And of course, next time I'll catch up with you guys will be in October.
You're not going to be here
No,
next.
it
You'll be here
won't.
next week.
Am I going to be here next week?
Next week is the 31st.
The 31st. Okay, well then I will see you guys next week.
We'll talk to you in a week.
What are you trying to do? Leave early or something?
Yeah, he's punching out early.
Yeah, really. What the hell? What's your problem?
Okay, guys. Okay. I'll come back. But anyway, yes, everybody, come back to the.
Well, no, don't do it for us. Yeah.
Well, no, I'm doing it for me.
For you, the people.
I'm doing. Yeah, because I got my days confused. Okay, sorry about that. Jeez.
Get your splooting on.
I'm getting my splooting on while laying in a bunch of cocoa dust. I'm making cocoa angels.
Yeah. Tell Julie you'd be finger licking good.
Oh,
and with that, we're out of here.
We're out of here. Bye.